What up? I always do that. I can never tell if I'm live in the group. Oh, but anyway. So, take two. Welcome to this week's, what was supposed to be yesterday's, live hashtag Whimsdom session. Tonight we're going to be talking about the you that you know. I'm going to wait for just a minute. I guess I'll introduce myself. There were some viewers, and then I had to get off, wait for them to get back on. But if you're new to here, The Whimsical Rebel, my name is Audrey Kent, and I am your guide through people-pleasing addiction recovery. I'm a little stiff because my neck is out, but I'm still here for you. So tonight's topic is going to blow some minds, and it's going to piss some people off, and that's okay with me. Y'all know it is. You know it to be true. So, the you that you know, your persona. Are you married to your persona? I will tell you the thing that I am sick of hearing the most, but I'm never going to stop hearing it because when people come to me at the beginning of their journey, they have a lot to work through. But it's the thing that makes me go, ah, we have to change that the most. And that is the, oh no, I just know myself and that's just blah, blah, blah. Oh my God. Okay, so here's a way to ease you into this. If you are married to your persona, the you that your trials, your triumphs, your successes, your failures, your life experiences, your culture, your upbringing, the you that you have grown into being, that you know, right? Who knows you better than yourself, right? So we think. So the you that you know, if you are married to that persona, it's going to be so fucking hard to change. It's going to be so hard to change. And it's going to make even the idea of change almost unattainable because it starts to sound like, so I need to become someone else. So I need to just change who I am fundamentally. Fuck no. Fuck no. But it starts to feel like that. And if you're looking for balance, and hey viewers, sorry I had to hop off and hop back on again, but comment below, let me know who you is. Hey, what up? What up, Juliet? So if you are married to your persona, if you are married to the idea of who you are, the things you're good at, the things you're bad at, it's going to make change. It's going to make, let's stop using the word change. It's going to make growth. It's going to make the you that will envelop the new you, the you that will spring forth and bloom, the new like fucking butterfly out of the caterpillar you, that much harder to attain. And it's because nobody likes divorce. Divorce is fucking hard, okay? No matter what ideal you have of divorce, whether you've been divorced, whether it was the best thing that ever happened to you, whether you've never even been married, whatever it is. If you are married to your persona, the you that you legitimately think you know best, it's going to make the you that you are here to be, the you that is fucking fulfilled and happy and just ecstatic about the world, full of wonderment, full of whimsy, impossible to get to because you would then have to divorce the persona that you thought was you. You would then have to abandon whoever you thought you were. And that's just not the case. So I'm going to drop a little bit of a mind bomb on you so that we can kind of get into this. And that is the reason people tell me, oh, no, I know myself and blah, blah, blah. The reason that people believe the lie that you know yourself better than anyone else, it's a lie, can be blown up in this very simple but very real theory of mine. If any part of you is unhappy, any fucking part, I don't care if it's your body, your relationship, your family life, your income, any part of you is unhappy, you don't know shit. Period. Those that are living in alignment, they don't feel unhappy in certain areas of their life because they're really in tune with what's going on, with the them that is constantly getting knowledge from all these other places. But even people in alignment, even people that know their shit, will sometimes become unhappy in certain areas. And that's because they're falling in and out of alignment. It's the ebb and flow of fucking life. They're falling in and out of alignment in certain areas. But those that are not married to their persona are capable of saying to themselves, ooh, I'm not happy in this part of my life. There is something that I need to learn about myself and what's going on right here. So the moment that you think you know you don't know shit. Womp womp. And there is nothing devastating about that news. It's just a different perspective. Nothing I ever say to you guys is meant to make you feel like shit, or make you feel like you're starting from scratch, or make you feel like you don't have your shit together. It's just a new perspective so that you can start to peel away all the bullshit that's keeping you from achieving those levels of alignment in all those different areas of your life. Because the old perspectives are bullshit. They're dirt. They're dust that's just like accumulated. You know how dust, if it doesn't get cleaned off, the dust and dander and all the nastiness hardens. It hardens and it becomes like a fucking shell that has to be chiseled away. That's all. Like, you're not some asshole that just doesn't know anything. Well, fuck me then. I guess I don't know myself. It's just a new perspective for you so that you can look at your development and your growth in a beautiful, fresh, exciting light. Because this is always about learning what we need to learn to go to the next amazing place in our life. That's it. There's never some like epic, monumental place that we're going to get to. Starting from scratch. Yeah, but even Juliet, even you're not starting from scratch. You were just able to peel away the persona. You're able to go, oh, that me that I was clinging to before, that me that just couldn't do this, that me that just only does this. You were able to be like, oh, granted, Juliet, it was forced on you because you had a lot of life changes very suddenly. But sometimes that's the way it happens, right? If our soul wants to change, we're not fucking stopping it, no matter how hard-headed we are. The only thing that we're going to do by being hard-headed is just put ourselves through that much more shit before our soul goes, okay, want to get hit by a Mack truck? Fine. If that's what it takes, fine. And you guys aren't going to believe me, but that's what happened to Juliet. She's hit by a fucking truck. And now her life is completely changing because she was able, so many things happened after that she was able to be like, oh my God, that's not fucking me. Ew, right? So it's not about starting from scratch. It's not about, going back to the drawing board. It's not about ever feeling lost. It's about playing the field of passion poles and not marrying into a single identity. Not marrying into a single ideal. Yes, you're very hard-headed. Proof. You won, right? Hopefully the truck has like a dent in it or something. I don't know. But you won that round. So it's not about, as long as you don't marry into a persona, as long as you don't marry into a passion pole. You guys, I always talk to you about passion poles and how life, the way to alignment, that's the first and fundamental of everything, is following a passion pole. When you ignore your passion poles, that's what sets everything else into a fucking tailspin of fuck. A fucking tailspin of fuck. That should be a t-shirt. So when you embraced your passion poles, and this is something that new people pleasers in recovery do quite a bit, and it's a hard cycle to break, because once you begin hearing your passion poles, once you peel off that layer of bullshit of who you thought you were enough to hear your passion poles again and be like, oh my God, this would make me happy. Then the first instinct, it's just an old trigger pattern. The first instinct is to grab that passion pole and be like, this is what I'm meant to do. You're going to be with me now. This is what our life is supposed to be. And I'm going to hug you and squeeze you and call you George, and you suffocate it. Your identity, your passion poles, your muses, your soul callings, whatever you would like to refer to them as, they don't need you to put a ring on it. They don't. Because you're here, the you that's inside of your meat bag, you're here to just continually grow and have new experiences and get to new heights of just wonder and excitement and delight. That's what you're here to do. Because only living in the wonder and excitement and delight, which is also what gets us through hard times too. That passion, that fury to get to the next best thing, to find joy in life again, Even if your life is shitty right now, that passion to be like, I fucking will find my smile again. Fuck you. Fuck you who did whatever to me. Fuck me who let whatever happen to me. Exactly. Evolution. It's all about just being your own moss ball and collecting your experiences from new worlds and new emotional travels and hopefully actual travels. Whatever your passion pulls you to do. But when you marry them, and nothing's wrong with being super excited. Obviously, you want to give 100, you want to be fucking head first. Give 100% to whatever you're passionate about in the moment. But when you marry it, then you start to deny yourself the ability to feel when it starts to fade. You start to deny yourself the ability to sense when things need to be taken up a notch, or you've gotten all the experience you needed from that thing, and now you get to move on to the next thing. If you take that away from yourself, if you deafen yourself to the evolution that will bring you the most joy and satisfaction in your life, you're marrying and you're literally creating a ball and chain. Not that marriage is bad, you guys. That's not what I'm saying. But you don't need to make that kind of commitment to an identity. You don't. Because you're literally signing a contract of this is who I'm going to be for the rest of my fucking life. And you're signing that contract based on only what you know now. No! If that were true, you'd still be a completely uneducated, picking your nose, shitting your bed toddler. That is like, I'm trying to make sure that's what toddlers do. Yeah, so that can't be you. Save your commitments to people, to the ones that you want to love in your life. And by the way, you're completely allowed to renegotiate those commitments all the time. Everything needs to bring you joy. Everything, even though marriage is work, that work still needs to bring you joy. But marrying yourself, no. Do not sign a contract with the you that you know you are today. Because that means that you're saying straight up, I'm not meant for anything else. Even people that are dead nuts in the center of their alignment, they've achieved so much. They literally couldn't imagine being happier in this moment than they are right now because they could not possibly fathom the cool things that are ahead. Especially those people would never tell you, this is who I am for the rest of my life. Because they know, no, I need to be fluid. I need to take everything that's being given to me. I need to jump on opportunities that are going to lead to things that I never even thought were possible. It's so crazy to me. And I started having these thoughts back when I was in the multi-level marketing game. And we would do, it seemed like a constant cycle of creating the new and scariest, like hairy, scary goals. And I kind of got a little bit laughed at. I was at a live event and I kind of got pointed out like, hey, you, what's your end of the year or end of the 5-year, whatever, big, crazy, scary goal? And and I was like, oh, I couldn't even put a name to it because then I would be limiting myself. And I just got like a hiss and a hush from the audience. And then, okay, anyway, you. And then they like moved on. And I was just, and it wasn't because I was put on the spot. It was just because I literally was like, oh no, you're not tricking me into minimizing the amazing potential that I could have. Not that goals aren't amazing, but it was in the sense of, this is what I'm here to do. This is what I'm going to do. And blah, blah, this kind of like massive action, scariness around it. And I was just like, no, no. So think about all the ways that you are, what's up, Elizabeth? Hey, Kristen. Think about all the ways that you are married to your persona right now. Whether it's, and it's probably going to be the easiest when you look at things that you constantly joke about. Because that's where they're coming up for you. That's where they're actually trying to be noticed. But then your ego and your fear are making a joke of them and are keeping them around, keeping them in line and validating them. So anywhere that you're like, you know, I don't know, oh, haha, I'm just perpetually late. I'm always late, da-da-da. Oh no, I could never do that. I'm trying to think of some examples. I don't want to call anyone out that's told me something super specific. So, but think about any way that you comically represent yourself. And then think to yourself, is that thing that you kind of make light of, is that thing holding you back in some way? If it is, did you marry that persona because you could laugh it off? And by marrying it, are you keeping it from changing? The easiest way, you guys, I will wrap this up, but the easiest way to find balance, and let me preface that by saying balance and alignment is not balance. And all right, so Juliet, let's give me permission to call her out. She recently had this huge farm. I'm talking like hundreds of birds. She had horses, donkeys, rabbits, pigs, dogs, everything. And if you asked her, hey, you seem stressed, have you thought about downsizing? Legitimately, I can't do that. Like almost mad, sometimes very mad, but just, I can't do that. And it was a persona that she had married of being this St. Francis caregiver, because it was the path she had chosen, that she had locked into, the bed that she had made. So she was like married to it. And until she got hit by a fucking truck and literally had to change. I mean, that's what it took for her. So I'm sure even she would tell you, maybe listen, maybe listen so that you don't have to get hit by a truck, because it fucking sucks and it takes away everything. But even if you're not a phoenix, people-pleasing, set yourself on fire to keep the earth warm, even if you're not a people pleaser at all, there's so many ways that people marry into a persona. And if there's humor attached to it, I guarantee you that's the one you need to look at the fastest. That's the one, because your humor and your ego have kind of like sprinkled it with humor so that you won't pay attention to it. So, let's wrapping it up. To wrap it up, if you're unhappy in any part of your life, you don't know yourself. Knowing yourself is not what you think it is. The point of knowing yourself is not what you think it is. When you truly know yourself, then you know when you need to shut the fuck up and learn something. That's when you truly know yourself. Knowing yourself is knowing when things aren't adding up in a certain part of your life. That's knowing yourself. And being open to, ooh, what lesson am I supposed to learn in this so that I can grow from this? That's knowing yourself. Knowing yourself doesn't mean knowing everything. Okay? And, oh, thanks. And balance and alignment is not a place to get to. It's balance, to me, balance and alignment is the description of where you're at when you have fulfilled all of the current waves of passion, all the current waves of education, enlightenment, whatever you're being called to learn and experience and jump at. When you're following your natural navigation, then those areas of your life are going to be balanced and in alignment. You're going to feel joy. And when any of that shit's out of whack, it's because you're not fucking listening. And it's because you're trying to tell the universe, you're trying to tell God, you're trying to tell whatever your power is that you know you better than they know you. Blurf. Don't do that. Don't be that girl. All right. So I'm going to wrap it up. You guys, my name has been and is still Audrey Kent. If you would like to know whether or not you are a people pleaser, more importantly, what type you are, go into the welcome video for this group and find the people pleaser type quiz. Totally free. Takes like 2 or 3 minutes. It's awesome. If you feel being called to work with me one-on-one, or maybe are interested in learning more about my People Pleasers Autonomous Master Program, message me, put in the comments, Stalk me. Do what you got to do. I love you guys so much. I am here, try to be here, every Monday and Friday for complimentary #Whimsicum sessions. You can always contact me if there is a certain topic that you would like to be covered. I love you so much. Go have an amazing rest of your Tuesday. And don't worry, my neck is getting better. And again, anyone that loves people falling, I truly wish from the bottom of my heart that y'all could have seen me yesterday, because it was a tumble to remember. I love you so much. Mwah.